Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike. Thanks for jumping on here with me this morning. Did you see the front page of the Atlanta paper this morning? Well, I'm going to tag right back to that in a second. You know, we were supposed to be on a series this week of goal setting for the second half of the year because I do believe it's so important. If you haven't taken a look at your goals for this year and reestablished your goals, excuse me as my glasses go crazy, reestablished your goals for the second half of this year, it's really important. I want to encourage you to keep doing that this week, and I'm going to tag back to it tomorrow. Like I was saying, did you see the front page of the Atlanta paper this morning? I know you did because you're a collection of professionals, right? So you're in touch with your city's newspaper so you can stay current on events and speak intelligently with your buyers and your sellers about the city in which you live and work, right? Good. Well, since you saw that, you'll notice that the front page of your city's newspaper today is talking about what's going on in the residential real estate market. And the fact that the media reports that we're in a market shift may not actually be accurate. Shocking, isn't it? That home price appreciation, despite increasing interest rates, hasn't cooled off. That the number of multiple offers hasn't cooled off. That the real estate market is still as vibrant and robust through the month of May, which is where their reporting ended, as it was in April and March and for the past year or two. But what about all these clickbait articles talking about the end of the real estate boom and how now we're going to go into a decline or a cooling off, or what a lot of people, the word they're using is a shift. And they use the word shift because they really don't know what the hell they're talking about. So shift, well, anything could be a shift, right? Well, I want to encourage you to take a look at the article this morning because it's not saying that at all. It's saying what you and I are feeling every day in the real estate market, which is, yeah, interest rates have gone up significantly, but it doesn't seem to have changed very much. No, it hasn't. Because all these people that are talking about a shift and a cooling off, they assume a couple things. The first is they assume they know what the hell they're talking about, and they do not. The second thing is that real estate's equal across the country. Well, that's not true. All real estate, you can't have a conversation about real estate that's not a local conversation. I don't give a damn what's going on the West Coast or the Northeast. It doesn't necessarily impact us in the Southeast, specifically in Atlanta. Why? Population growth primarily, job growth in this area. You could live in a part of the country where it's just the opposite, where you have population loss, you have job loss, but not here. Right now, this is where people are migrating to, and this is where the jobs are being created. And we have our lowest rate of unemployment in Atlanta history. It's just right at 3%, which actually isn't that healthy. It's a little bit too low. And jobs drive real estate. Jobs drive real estate. So as long as we have record employment numbers, the demand for residential real estate is going to remain high. As long as we have 10 million millennials turning 30 this year, demand for housing is going to remain high. As long as we have large blocks of people migrating to Atlanta from other parts of the country, demand for housing is going to remain high. Are interest rates up? They are. Has it cooled off the Atlanta market? It has not. Why? The demand for housing is still there. And now, if you combine this with another report that was released by the Wall Street Journal last week, Atlanta ranks #1 in the country for investor activity, with investor purchases accounting for 34% of all residential purchases in the month of May. Not going down, going up. So, for all the doomsayers out there, for all the people predicting a crash or a decline or a shift, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And folks, I want you to think about this. How could you use the article in today's paper to help make the point with your buyers and sellers so that they could better understand the market in which they're trying to navigate? How could you use that as a credible source? And if you did, would that be another way in which we're going out there and we're making it happen for ourselves every day?